All right, it's been a while since I've been able to post anything. I've been working hard on getting this framing all taken care of, but as you can see, we finally got everything all nicely framed up. It took a little longer than we expected, but we did manage to get everything done before we had any monsoon activity come through. So that was our main concern, was making sure that we could get it structurally sound before monsoons came in and could potentially cause any damage. They did start on the foam roof yesterday, and hopefully they'll get that finished up tomorrow. So we'll have a nice watertight shell. As you can see, we did go in and do full shear. At the bottom course, we ended up doing a pressure treated plywood and then 1/2 inch OSB. For the decking for the roof, we ended up going with 3/4 tongue and groove, which actually came out really nice. It gives a very solid feel for the roof and made an excellent surface for spraying everything down. So this is the main portion of the RV garage. So this is roughly 40 by 52. And then double 14 by 14 doors. We'll end up doing some jack shaft openers with a high lift on the door, so the doors will go up about 6 inches to the ceiling, so we'll get the most amount of clearance and so forth. You can see that we just recently started doing some of the electrical, so got a couple test lights up here. I've got a third one I'm going to be trying to figure out which style I'm going to go with. I'm doing probably 9 in here. I'll probably start off with 5, see if that's enough. But have it 9 spots total, so that in the future, if I want to add more or if it's not enough, I can always add it. And then I also put in 4 fans. There's no air conditioning in this. Maybe sometime in the distant future, I'll condition this so that it'll be a little more comfortable during the summer months. This is the smaller garage. This is roughly 25 foot by 20. With a 14 by 14 garage, and you can see that adjoins to the future guest house. Right now we're just going to be using for storage and possibly like an office space or store, whatever else we need in here. You can see we've got a bathroom set up, and then we'll go upstairs. Here I decided to do like a little closet. We'll end up doing like a barn door that will slide over, and then a little recessed area where we can put decorations, whatever, and the barn door will be able to slide past without interfering with anything that you put there. The back side, for safety and so forth, will end up going in with like a MDF or something like that to back this wall, so that it will be safe for anybody going up and down the stairs. If they do have a misstep, they're not going to go through that, and it'll also give good backing for anything that we put in there. And then going upstairs, and see up here the loft area. So right here I'm gonna have a couple windows. Of course, my buddy wants to come and join me. It was 116 degrees today. He wants to be outside so he can go chase stuff, which I think is crazy. So right here we have the windows that are going to be where I'll have like a little desk set up at some point, and it'll allow me to be able to look into the different garages, which is kind of just something for fun. And then you can see we've got 2 windows out here, which absolutely love the views. So we take a look out here and see this overlooks the wash and some of my neighbors' properties. And it's kind of cool to come out here and watch all the critters. Dozer likes to actually jump up to where he can look out the window, just barely be able to watch what's going on out there. And then in here, we just did some storage areas, and then have an access to get up onto the roof. You can see here, I've got this all taped off because they're spraying the roof still. We got a scuttle hole area. Still need to extend up here with some extra steps to get to the top. And then we'll have a hatch cover and all that to be able to close that all off. We ended up going with 1 1/8" for our flooring material here, which gives a really nice solid feel. No bounce in the floor whatsoever. We're still working on getting all the electrical boxes in place and figuring out what we want to kind of future-proof it, even though we probably won't do much with this in the next couple years. At least I'll have everything there and ready to go. If you guys have any questions or would like to see any more updates on any of this, feel free to let me know. Up here at the top too, you can see the roofing detail. We had this overhang about 2 feet, and then just went in with some hardboard to mimic T111, and then just standard trim detail for like a eave. And then we have 4 scuppers out there. I'll go ahead and go out so we can show you that. That will handle all the rain runoff. At first I was going to do some actual ports where we had all the piping and so forth. We're going to come down the corners here with 4-inch pipe, basically a 4-inch here, 2 4-inch there, another 4-inch on the other side to take care of the majority of the water load, and then scuppers 3 inches higher to take care of any of the runoff if it did pour down heavier than normal. So you can see right there the scuppers, and the extra costs and time and so forth. I decided not to go in and do that, but that was the original reason we had the bump out here, was to give room for the plumbing and so forth for the roof drains. But I think this came out good. We'll see how much of a problem it's going to be once we actually get rain, that water coming from that height. Once we get this landscaped and so forth, what we need to do, probably put in some larger rocks and so forth to mitigate erosion due to that much water coming off those scuppers. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're glad that this portion of the project is all done, and looking forward to getting the lath in. We have another inspection to do. We're waiting for some updates on the plans before we can submit and move on to the lath. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can get this all closed up, get the garage doors up, and then we'll be able to use this as a permanent storage for all the toys and projects and so forth. It's already been used a few times when I've had to do work on either the tractor or truck to be able to get away from the heat. So we're already happy about that. Again, if you have any questions or any other videos you'd like me to do, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you out. Thank you.